Right,
time
you
when
see
he
the rash?
uses the
Take
wiper
a look at
to
this
clear it,
caused by the
it's going to
coronavirus.
show you
Okay, let's see.
Symptoms include
how it
painful
should be
rashes that turn
clear.
black as the body's
Wow.
immune system attacks its own organs.
Wow.
Outside Boston,
Wow, you believe them people? You believe them?
Because
A lot of
everybody
people
has had
sitting
an
there thinking
opportunity
that
and
they
a
got a
chance to
virus
enjoy,
really
listen
out
to
there
this
doing
screen
this shit. You
and this
believe
type
them?
of viewing.
No, people, it's just a hoax.
Because this is
Anybody
the
they tell you
basis of
die
your-
from it,
your- your
they
vlog
lying
rate.
about what
Yes.
they die from, or they actually kill
So
that
we're all
person.
grateful
That's
for
what
this.
you need
This
to
is
remember.
enjoyable.
heartbreak
Especially
as
for
3
those
women
of
who
us
worked
that's
at
not
their
getting
family's
out.
grocery store all
You know?
succumbed to COVID-19. They died within days of each other.
Wow, they die within days of each other. You believe them people? Every fucking day they got all these stories put together.
Yeah.
Touch on the masses' heartstrings. There you go.
Today, customers are in mourning, leaving bouquets of flowers outside the store in Fall River.
My heart breaks every time I drive by here.
Bullshit, people. Just wake your ass up. Every time you see one of these shit that they set up and you see all of this shit right here on it, just remember they're the one who set it up for TV. Come on.
I can't imagine what they're suffering.
There is good news from New Orleans, which became a hotbed for the virus after Mardi Gras.
For the first time in over a month, New Orleans went 24 hours with no new deaths from COVID-19.
New York's Mayor de Blasio is getting heat for not following his own stay-at-home orders.
This is ridiculous.
All of these people that you see on the world stage playing with the masses. Some say they want to open, some say they want to stay closed, all to fuck with the masses' brain while they get the new world order right here in plain sight. You think they're gonna notice?
This is the epitome of non-essential travel.
He had his security detail drive him 11 miles from his Manhattan home to a park in Brooklyn to go for a walk with his wife.
This is selfish behavior. This is so terribly selfish.
And it looks
Oh, you man, the world gone dumb. It's terrible selfish for somebody to come out and go to the park and walk. Wow, dumb on people.
Good Morning America reporter Will Reeve is a member in good standing of the No Pants Club. He apparently didn't realize viewers could see his bare leg.
That's how they do it, people. They're fucking with the masses. You're not getting it. They're still in the studio with the green screen. They're never at home. Just wake your ass up, people. What's wrong? You can't understand. They're faking the dumb people. This is all planned for TV to prove to the masses that they're actually at home. Dumb on.
As he broadcast from his home this morning,
Wow.
Reeves tweeted,
Which one of them you ever see on people and you actually could see their legs? Wow. This is dumb right here, people. When you ever see them on and say they're at home and you actually can see their leg, they're basically more zoomed up because they want to prove to the people that they're at home. It's bullshit.
"They're shorts.
Well, what the mag is basically saying is just that, yeah, we was able to see this guy sitting at his desk and we was able to see his legs. And he's saying that the reason why we can see the legs is because it's planned, it's staged. When have you ever been able to see a person's legs? When are they ever... so this is everything. In other words, everything we're seeing is totally controlled. And this is just a way for them to now really act like they're in their homes, when he's saying that they most likely drove their cars to the studio and this is a green screen.
promise." Check out that funny emoji.
I'm Dr. Anthony Fauci.
And there you go, people. They're playing with the masses and you still can't understand. It's just a hoax. Why would they use Brad Pitt to play this right here? Why? Use him to play the Anthony Fauci. Yes, to mock the masses, to show you it's just an actor, not a fucking doctor.
The next
Wow.
Reviews are in. Dr. Fauci gives Brad Pitt 2 thumbs up for his impression on SNL.
I think he did a great
Wow.
job.
There you go, people. There you go. Yes, he gonna basically tell him, yeah, it's good. I'll give you the go ahead. Yeah, you did a good job. There you go, people. The Anthony Fauci is just an actor on TV. Bam.
Wow. How comes that?
Two monsters.
3-year-old Marley
2 monsters. They have to mention that. And of course, it's 3-year-old Marley. All coded on the dumb masses right
Briggs
here.
is finally home after 10 days in hospital. The toddler fell ill after Easter with a virus doctors struggle to diagnose.
Wow, a virus that the doctors struggle to diagnose. They don't know what kind of virus it is. They just know she have a virus. Wow. Let's see right here.
What's going on with the pandemic?
Yes.
We were suddenly living a nightmare within a nightmare because you're
Mm-hmm.
scared and unsure with the world as it is.
Look at this right here, people. They're talking on TV. Yes, I guess they're on Skype. You believe them? You better wake your ass up. This is trash made up for TV.
Anyway, but then when you're suddenly
Wow.
dealt a card like that with a very, very sick child, you have to, as parents, take the, make the decision as to what to do in what is already a difficult circumstance.
Whatever.
Marley had many symptoms, including a high temperature, a rash, and a swollen neck, as well.
Wow. High temperature, a rash, and a swollen neck. There you go, people. New symptoms for your coronavirus.
As bright red hands and feet. It's thought the toddler had a rare inflammatory condition.
Take a look at this right here, people. Of course, they're going to be taking photos of this one. Post up a hat right there and flash the photo. Your kid is almost dying, and this is what you're going to do right here. Post it up.
Yeah, the mag is bringing the point where they have this child in the bed and there's like a hat on the side of the
Take
bed.
a photo for TV.
And they're taking this photo and it's very unrealistic. Who in the world will be thinking about taking a photo of their child and their child is about to die?
Good people. How many times you see this happen in real life? You better wake your ass up. It's just a stage for the dumb folk.
There's Kawasaki disease. He tested negative for COVID-19.
Yes, tested negative for COVID-19, but they still tied to coronavirus. Watch again.
Clinicians are concerned there's been a handful of similar cases among young children. They're investigating whether they're linked to coronavirus.
Wow. They want to see if it's linked to coronavirus. There you go, people. Wow, I told you, man. They're never going to stop brainwashing the masses with this fake virus. Of course, they're coming up with more symptoms.
This little
That's what they
small
do.
cluster of cases has happened at the same time as the coronavirus
All books.
epidemic. Means that a link with COVID-19 has to be our first guess.
Wow.
We would call that our working hypothesis. But we're absolutely not ruling anything else out. We're not saying that that's certain.
Although small in number, these new cases among young children
Hear
are
that? It's a new case. Yes, plaguing young children. Wow, people, there you go. And because it come out right when the coronavirus is out, yes, it's tied to it right there,
worrying.
automatic.
Research is underway to try and understand what's happening.
It's a new disease that we think may be caused by coronavirus.
Watch
And
this guy right here, and LBC again, coded, but take a look at his eyes. Can't take it off the damn script. Wow.
and the COVID-19 virus. We're not 100% sure because some of the people who got it hadn't tested positive. So we're doing a lot of research now, but it is something that we're worried about. But what I would also stress is that it is rare.
More confusion for the masses. That's all they're doing. And I tell you, the more they come out with these, the more the masses get scared because there's so many symptoms. Yes, that could be the coronavirus. Wow, bam,
It is the first known case of a dog with coronavirus.
bam. How much time did I tell you to wait for it because it's coming? Remember, I just showed you the Brooke Baldwin from CNN who have the coronavirus, so-called, yes, in quarantine with the dog. I already know, people. It's only a matter of time before they tell you the dog carrying around the coronavirus. Your pets, basically. Dogs and cats. Let's listen to this right here.
A family in North Carolina who tested positive for COVID-19 noticed their dog, a pug named Winston, was acting strange.
A pug named Winston start acting strangely because, yes, both of them have the coronavirus. Let's see.
Gagging and not eating his food.
Whoa,
So they had him
gagging.
tested. And sure enough, Winston,
Wow, people. He was gagging and not eating his food. And of course, they have a coronavirus test kit for dogs also. Remember, they did have one to test a tiger. to test a tiger positive for the coronavirus. Is this mockery or what, people? What I tell you? Later on, when they start telling you all the pets that you got at home is at risk of carrying around the damn virus, what you're gonna do? This is where they're going right here. Here go your first case, people. What's wrong? Everybody already have the pets in their home. They force you to get them from out the so-called shelter which they all come from the lab, right there from the lab to the damn shelter, and the people don't wake up and see that. But pay attention right here, people. Now that they're telling you the dog got it, what you gonna do?
Was positive. Megan Alexander has more on that and the CDC's new guidelines.
Here we go, people, and the CDC new guidelines for pets. There you go, people.
Pet owners.
This pug has COVID-19. His name is Winston, and he's believed to be the first dog in the USA to...
They full of shit, people. The first dog in the USA that tested positive for the COVID-19. But is it? Do you see that in another country already? Did they already pull this off in another country? I think maybe they already did. Wow.
Test positive for the virus. Mom Heather McLean says every member of her family...
You hear the name, people? That's a Freemason coding with your MC. It's a coding.
Except her daughter tested positive. To their surprise, so did their pet dog.
Wow, there you go, people. There you go. Watch this right here. Is it dumb? Of course it is. How many people that got brain in this world? Not too many. Fucking common sense is not common. Pay attention. They take the photo of this one right here, giving the dog the coronavirus test. Right there. He in a hazmat suit, and this person right here got nothing on. I guess
what he's referring to is that there's a family, and
how old is this guy? Because he sounds young.
I don't know. He doesn't show his face. I don't know.
I like his voice.
Yeah. That's the mag.
And what makes me think that he's young is the way, like with a child's heart, he's so impressed. It's like, wow. Young people do that. You know that, right?
All is true. It's true. Wow. You believe that? Wow.
You don't even have no other explanation other than wow. So it's very useful. You know what I'm saying?
And it reminds me of what I was saying earlier was that. Oh, let me just go back to this video where he's showing there's a girl, they're like sisters. One is in a hazmat suit and gloves, and the other one has no face mask on, no gloves on, and they have some sort of like swab, and they're testing this dog. So he's like, why is one in a hazmat suit and another isn't? That the system, we have to understand that this fluid reality that I talk about has a lot to do with the fact that it creates conspiracy at every turn.
Right. Absolutely. But that's what the people, the masses is. You understand? They offer them like a script or scenario. They think that they are living their own life, but they're living what they're presented with.
Yes. Well, let me just get this thought out.
All right, please.
But
I'm only trying to see if I'm following you.
No, I know. But let me just say this thought. This thought is about how we have this system.
Yes.
And this system is creating within itself controversy. And what it does is it tells you the opposite of what you see.
Right.
And it's basically this television plays these games with itself. It tests itself. And in that test, that's where the conspiracy lies. It wants to see how far it can push humanity. It wants to show sisters testing a dog, one in a hazmat helmet and gloves, and the other one wearing no gloves and wearing no mask. So what is that saying to us? We don't know. It's like, why would they? Most of us just let the news tell us what they're doing, and we accept it, opposed to just looking at it and saying, this doesn't make sense.
Good. Let me stop you at that point, because that's what you've seen, and it didn't add up to you. Mm-hmm. Look how many people are not that observant and don't even know how to analyze it, because what is control and things based on but confusion. Confuse the people, then you can control them. You understand? And move them in whatever direction you want. Through what? Fear, son.
Yeah.
So not everybody is that observant. You see? Yeah. You examine things because you have no trust of it being a society that's harmonious and have the best intentions for its inhabitants. No, we know it's about them controlling, exploit, and experimenting with it around every turn.
Oh my goodness. It is like wreck. for the system what it does
That's
to us.
exactly a great way to explain it. It's
total wreck.
It's recreation. That's what we mean by wreck. They
That's
getting
what we mean.
recreation from this.
It's like the AI has this sense of humor, and and it's just constantly creating conspiracy. Every single story you look at, everything from Beyonce's new song all the way to
Taylor Swift dressed up as a man in her new video.
I don't know anything about that. But
If I Were a Man, it's incredible, the artistic, and they show you at the end of the video the process of makeup and everything changing her into appearing to be a man.
Eddie Murphy already did that.
Exactly, but the whole point is what they push on us.
Yeah.
So we really don't know what we're looking at.
Exactly. We follow the narrative, like the titles.
Which is a false narrative.
A false narrative. Yeah.
That's the narrative we follow, the false narrative.
So let me say
Not
this.
me and you, but I'm just saying society in general.
Let me just go back to my core point of starting MAG today. I'm starting MAG today because I want to talk about how I was rooting for some sort of revolution that was going to happen. And I said to myself that the revolution will happen with these pet owners. And these pet owners love their pets. I mean, people are walking their dogs before they go to work. They have somebody come into their homes, to their private dwelling spaces, and that person pays somebody to walk their dog.
Or dog sit, or cat sit.
Yes. And then
in the privacy bill.
And then they go to work. And they come home from work, and then they walk their dog when they come home, and then they walk their dog again. These dogs are being walked 4 or 5 times a day, and I've said these are the people that's gonna start the revolution. These are the people that's gonna be like, oh hell no. And let me just say this to you: a lot of these people are very Anglo, and these Anglos have been free a very long time. I mean, for real free, Dad, not fake free, for real free. They have been free, and to tell them they cannot walk their dogs. And I was thinking how this is going to be something that how is the system going to overcome, how the system going to work on this? And they did it. It's such a chess game. And now people will be afraid of their own pets. This is, wait, let me let it continue. Then we'll pause it.
When I already have the virus, right? Yeah, both of them, I guess, have the virus. This one on the dog right here, because it got nothing on and holding the dog, while this one in the hazmat suit doing the test. It's nothing but bullshit, people. Wake up.
He was very gaggy, and there was one day he didn't really want to eat his breakfast.
And there you go. Is that the dog right there again with the tongue out?
Oh, that doesn't look like a dog.
Look at this, Dad. Is retarded, man. Why you believing these people?
It looks like a puppet.
Wow, they're
with the dog leg. This is what I'm saying. But look, the dog don't even have eyes.
The hole right there, the bird. Of course it is, people.
Wow. These are robots. The people are robots.
Never miss
the people do look like some sort of computer-generated imagery. It doesn't even look real. The guy doesn't.
That's the whole point. Their eyes are dead.
And look how different she looks compared to him.
Their eyes are dead. They're not have no type of
so
stamina
or
Heather says the family, including Winston, self-quarantined. Everyone is now feeling better. This has been very stressful, and we're feeling very grateful we made it through.
So that's stressful?
It can be scary for families with dogs.
That's a non-human.
That shit, people, 100%. Here we go. With all Freemason bricks around. Yeah, this one right
Winston contracting COVID-19, but the CDC says there is no evidence right now that animals play a significant role in spreading the virus.
Yes, but wait, it's coming. That's the next route because they're covering all grounds. Just remember, I tell you, people, don't disbelieve when I tell you it's coming. They're gonna push it big time. Wow.
The CDC also announced its new guidelines for pet owners, advising them to treat pets like any other family member. Do not let pets interact with people or other animals outside the house. Walk dogs on a leash, maintaining social distance of at least 6 feet from others.
People walk their dogs for the social, you understand, for the sociality that's connected to it.
Yo, you just see your face right now. Yeah, you can't believe what
I'm telling you. That's a strategy to have a dog and to walk it. That gives you a chance to socialize. When you think people won't have a dialogue with you, they will if you have a dog. They'll even initiate it.
Yes, I'm looking at it from that aspect as well. This is chess that's being played on the people. And let me tell you, if you can get the people to be afraid of their dogs and their cats, now what has happened is fear. What did we talk about? What did Kolojanov, when Kolojanov asked Sonny, he said in the Bronx Tale, what would you rather be? Would you rather be loved or would you rather be feared? And what did he choose?
The answer was fear. It is better to be feared.
It is better to be feared. And it's fear that has this system on its tippy toes terrified. Terrified.
Because I think what he also added, or either I'm just embellishing on what he said, is that a person that fear you will always respect you. But
yes.
maybe a person that loves you won't always respect you.
Yeah. And it's all about, it's all fear, man. Here's the thing. Right before the video started, Victor came downstairs from visiting his sister. And, of course, she would not embrace him. She would not hug him. She would not touch him. She wanted...
And insisted on, what's the name, a mask.
And insisted that he wore a mask.
To communicate.
Yes, to communicate with him. So now...
And she brought me out a chair, a little stool, and a glass of wine. To have a dialogue, still controlling the whole situation where I'm not comfortable sitting in the fucking hallway. Excuse my profanity.
You left that part out. You didn't tell me that.
Because I didn't think of to go to that extent.
So you go visit your sister. She pulls out a chair and a table. And where's
Not immediately. She first already, because I called to say I was coming up. So by the time she opened the door, she had an open bottle with 2 glasses and said, listen, we're not going to let this stop us from having a toast. So it was just supposedly initially a toast. So then I'm a good listener. She had things to say. So she just handed me a chair as if, sit down, giving me a minute. And I got to tell you these things, which are all her paranoid views. So I sat there and listened.
Yeah, you were there like 15 minutes
of
or 10 minutes.
Yes.
No, it wasn't long. So here's the thing. We got a woman who has pets. She has cats. She has 2 cats now. And I said to my dad, I said, did you tell her about the note, to be careful with your pets? And he said, well, you remember what you said?
I do. I said, no, absolutely not. I wouldn't be the one to mention it to her.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be the one to have to tell her that you have to be careful with your pets as well.
Because we determined that goodbye pets, those same pets that's being loved and cared for, would be out of the door.
Yeah, because one thing we know about Pat, his sister, my aunt, is that she won't let anyone get in the way of her safety. And this is no one or anything can get in the way of her lifestyle, interrupting it in any kind of way. So these
and
pets...
what they're trying to express, interrupted to the extent that now your very pets will be a threat.
Yes, your pets.
That's the frightening part.
Pets
the way they describe it.
Oh my God, your pets are a threat now, people. They are playing chess with these people, and people are letting fear truly control them. This is why they got rid of that thing on the internet that we were where the 2 doctors came forward saying, hey,
exactly.
What's going on here? We got so much evidence that shows that, and people are even afraid to share the videos. Listen up, people.
Well, they actually pulled it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. 150 to 2 million people saw the video before they pull it because it was mirrored and it was flipped and it was... I got a chance to see it.
And to show you the effect that it had, just like we was listening to Corbett, right? People are now searching for it and seeking it out. So they have to realize that it's profound.
Oh, absolutely.
And it need to be listened to.
And it's not
and
even
they need to be heard.
It's not even as good as some of the other doctors that's come forward. But here's the point. The point is that, like Thomas Jefferson said, we cannot allow our government to dictate our medicine or the foods we eat. Because if we do so, we deserve to not be in any healthy situation, and we need to be living like somebody like in tyranny. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but we need to remember that from the very beginning, it was known that you do not allow your government to dictate what you put in your bodies. You cannot do that. Once you do that, then you have totally given up. You have failed. And humanity will suffer for it. I'll give you the last word, Dad. You got the last word.
Thank you. And to this extent, what he's saying, I'm gathering all of this, right? It's the power and control that they want. So we're already back to slavery because they're using the same methods. Strip the people of every humanness. You understand what I'm saying? Everything they hold near and dear. Why? Because the powers that be are not really jealous that we could be attached to something else, but that we give something else any of our attention because they want to control everything, including how we feel. And from their observation, when they see people coming home after 5, like you say, and going out, walking the dog.
Shit, it broke. Fuck. Damn it.
They believe, from their point of view, that no, I gotta snap them out of that because the dog is walking them. And they don't want nobody but them to control it.
Oh, wow. Great analogy. I like that last point.
So get rid of the fucking dog. I don't like all the attention you're giving it.
Jealous. This is what I talked about
wreck, but you called it wreck. That's getting wrecked.
And I also talked about it in one of my vlogs when I talked about how they're so jealous of us, of humanity's nuances and the way we can have that love and affection for an animal.
And not be that ambitious. They cannot understand that. A person that's after power and money to the extent that this far exceeds any enjoyable use. You understand what I'm saying? Is a fanatic. And they resent the fact that we are not ambitious to that extent. People are trying to have a good life and at the same time enjoy it. I think that 1% of the powers that be can't identify with nothing but control, being in charge, and dictate. And continue to be ambitious until they have it all. But some of us settle for a good life and happiness. And we get joy out of our family. And a relationship, all of which they're interfering with by setting us at a distance from each other. And now...
You gonna walk, sir?
And now they're actually taking the humanity that a person feels that may not be socially active, may not have friends, and only has a pet. How cruel can you be? And I'll end with that. I mean, think about it. That's cruelty.
Yo, it's...
To even fucking suggest it. Excuse my profanity.
Again, with the profanity.
Thank you. I really sincerely apologize. But that's how pissed off I am.
Yeah, the first time I ever saw you cry, do you know what it was?
I don't ever remember crying in my life.
Okay. Well, the first time I saw you cry was when Butters died.
Hell yeah.
Your Rottweiler.
Thank you. Absolutely, son. And I cannot deny that. Like a bitch and a baby.
No,
and once again,
you did it like a man.
I understand, but I'm only saying, yes, son.
God.
No, listen, I didn't hold it back. I was with you. You were in my company. You've seen me share tears with you, and you've shared them with me. When Louis, your brother, you understand, had been put on that incubator, which was really being kept alive only as an experiment.
Okay, let's not get off topic.
All right, good. So the last word. No, let's get back on topic then.
Yeah, the point is made, man. They're making the move on the pets. Just imagine now.
Jealousy. That also is a factor.
Of course.
Because people love their pets, and they're stripping us of our humanity.
Oh, yes,
if we take this, we'll take anything.
Exactly.
They want to see how much we want to. The people, rather. You understand?
Exactly. Thank you for watching. You are appreciated. And listen, if you got anything out of this, let's talk value for value. Let's think about how does this make you feel listening to this? Does it make you think? Does it make you feel good about watching father and son driving? I'm driving my dad home. Does it make you enjoy some of the views in the city that you get to see? You get to see Manhattan. We're driving around, basically touring. And if you appreciate the content, then all I can ask is value for value. Hit the Cash App. It's $ Elvis Rosenberg. Or you can do Venmo. You can Venmo me at Elvis Rosenberg. And, my face will pop up. And you'll see me and express yourself through the Cash App because you are appreciated. You are necessary. And I am trying to do what I can so that we can continue to have great content. Avant-garde is what I would like to refer to the style that I come at it. It's all about realities, fluidity, and let's keep this going.
And listen, one other thing, let me just add this, because this is where you get that opportunity to participate and keep it alive. Because let me share something with you. If you watch, you can also go to the comment section. And I'm that V in that comment section because I devotedly watch and I sincerely enjoy it.
Thank you for hitting the comment section. It's cool. I love that.
Thank you. And this is what we're recommending you do. Go to the comment section. Share it there. That's the way he'll have an opportunity of knowing, is this true, son? Because he reviews his comments and he responds to them. Keep it, what's the term?
Keep it real?
Yes, but at the same time, keep it decent.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we ain't trying to attract no haters or anything.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm that V that you'll see that occasionally makes comments. And I don't make a comment just to make a comment. I make a comment on having listened to his point of view and how it's affecting me. That's how I respond to the things that I see and hear when I examine and view his vlog. And if you use it or view it with that state of mind, you will enjoy it. It won't be other choice, because it's not only inviting, but it is informative. And I happen to call him, honestly, and I think I mentioned it in one of the comments, that it's journalism.
Thank you.
So with that said, he's going to bid off tonight, and I've thoroughly enjoyed him, including me, and I've enjoyed participating.